Good afternoon, Professor Treyer. It's a pleasure to discuss with you always. I've known you for such a long time as a trainee, and you always have inspired us, has made us to think laterally and question everything we do. And we are looking forward to your talk in the forthcoming SCTS meeting in May this year. And I'm not going to be discussing that particular subject, which I'm fully aware everybody wants to hear. But I would just ask you generally, how you been in this last 1 year? I think all of us have been affected with COVID. So I want to hear from you, how have you coped with COVID? How have you interacted with the rest of the world? And particularly, how do you think, any tips for us as a organizing team to ensure that we actually get people engaged in this annual meeting?
Well, thank you. To answer the last question first, I think so far, as far as this meeting is concerned, you're doing everything right. I've had plenty of notice. I've been able to record my talk, and thank you for inviting me to say a few words in advance. So I think that's very good. The next thing I'd like to say is how hard it's been for you all at work. The juniors having to miss out on their training and pitch in and look after COVID patients, all of you disrupted and coping. And from what I hear, you've done a brilliant job, but it can't have been easy. Now, for me, it's been a breeze. St. Patrick's Day last year, I was in Wales to attend the meeting. And and I kept going on that trip, even though it was cancelled. And as the news came through, we got in the vehicle from West Wales and just came straight back to France, where I am now, and we basically haven't left since. Now, out there is the sea. It's the Channel. That's due west. It's a detached house, which I've had for 30 years. Not a very big house, but it's right on the edge of the sea. So I have been in one of the safest places, also one of the most beautiful places, small village, nice shop, all the restaurants closed, but we can still get food and wine, walks in the countryside. So it's been very, very comfortable. But also, it hasn't interfered with my work. Thanks to the fantastic facilities we have now, I wrote a whole book during lockdown. This is further to the Heart Club. This is another one, which I tell you all about some other time. But basically, I've been collecting the information for some years, and I was able to sit down and write the whole thing, get it proofread, and it's with the printers. So that's a fantastic thing. But also writing papers, having research meetings with the statistician, with other colleagues. I attended a conference in Montreal about medical publishing, all virtual, great fun, and a lot of other things as well. So I think you too, all of you, have been doing your clinical meetings and your conferences and your MDTs. So that's also been a blessing. We've been able to see each other and talk and keep going. At least I have, and I think you have too. So I think it's been an extraordinary experience, terrible for so many people, just absolutely ghastly. For me, it has been a moderate inconvenience not being able to travel. And because I'm substantially over 70, it was quite clear there was no point me volunteering to go and help in a hospital, because they'd say, get out of here, we don't need you around. So good luck for the meeting, and I hope to meet you all virtually and have a really fascinating time. So thank you very much for asking me to give this introduction.
Thank you very much, Prof. We are really looking forward to connect with you, of course, virtually in next few weeks' time. And as always, I'm looking forward to hear your talk. Thank you so much, Prof.
Great, thank you.